Hello, welcome to Brandon Media Strategies. I'm Joel. I'll be your instructor this semester for Brandon Media Strategy. We're going to talk about branding and media. Mostly it's going to be branding and working on projects that will help you understand what branding is, why we do brand consistency throughout a project. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I love this class. It's a lot of fun. You get to do some interesting things and carry on these larger projects with many pieces that you can show off, and they're pretty great. I'm excited for this. We meet Tuesdays and Thursdays. We meet from 1 until 3. Usually I try to keep the lectures to 1 hour ish. Sometimes they run longer, but we have room. And then I like to split it up because I know attention spans aren't always the greatest. And then so we break it up, and it breaks it up for me. And then if I think of something on Wednesday, I can tell you on Thursday. It gives you more chances to reach out to me, talk to me, like, how's this work? Or what do you think about this? Dedicated times together. I'm like your art director. I'm going to tell you what to do. You come back to me. How's this looking? What should I do? You got ideas? Yeah, work with me. It's going to be a great time. 16 weeks, it's the full semester. It'll be nice. We're just going to ease through this. As I joked, 2 of you are here from my other class. I'm sure there's other ones of you. I haven't checked my rosters and checked for names, but I'm here on campus Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Come on in. We have wonderful working areas. We have double screens with drawing pads, Wacom stylus pads, and drawing screens. If you're ever like, God, I wish I could push this project further, this is a place to do it. This is the setup I use as a professional designer and illustrator. I use all these tools, and they're indispensable for me. If you're just, coming along with a little trackpad and a mouse, or not even a mouse. One, you need a mouse. You can't be a graphic designer without a mouse. It's just dumb. Why is it dumb? Because you're holding a shift command in this and then trying to move stuff. A mouse is the next step. The better step is start using a Wacom. So your hand is like holding a pen, and it's a mouse, and then you move to a drawing screen so you can get better interaction with stuff. All these things are here for you to develop and become a better graphic designer and a faster graphic designer. You will become faster because you'll have these tools. Instead of trying to lunk around and move stuff, you'll be able to be like, oh, I want it from point A to point B, boom, boom, boom. Nailed it, got it, moved on, using right clicks, left clicks, all the key commands. It is the best way to work. So feel free to come in. I'm always here. Email me, contact me. Let's talk about all this. Let's jump in. MATC help and resources. MATC has plenty of help and resources all the way around. The biggest one I'm mentioning now is accommodations. If you have anything going on and you should reach out to MATC accommodations, where they will help you find ways to ease your schooling, do it. Whatever that may be. They, usually it's stuff with testing, but they can help you in other ways, tutoring, other things that you may help. Reach out. The college has hundreds of different ways to help you. And I think I mentioned this in the last class. At the last class that I had last semester, the Fast Fund people were handing out free laptops in the cafeteria to students. All you had to do was show them an ID, and you walked away with a laptop. It was amazing. So be around, watch out for stuff, be, attentive, use the college resources the best you can. And we'll talk more a little bit about that when it's and then use it. Well, and also use me. How to reach me. Stay in contact with me. If you don't stay in contact with me, you're not going to do a good job. You have to stay in contact. Something comes up, let me know right away. It's like letting your work know you're going to miss work ahead of time. Let me know you're going to miss class ahead of time. Let me know something's up, in the hospital, sick, deaths, whatever it is. Let me know in advance. It should be the secondary thing, in your life. Oh, I'm just going to go on the message board. 1 second. I got to let Joel know that this and this happened. And then let's work out a way for us to to move through and not have it affect my grades, and I can get everything back in, work with me. The more you work with me, the better you're going to do. So there's ways of contact. Assignment specific discussion boards. That's where I contact you. I'm like, hey, how's the assignment? I'm going to type you, let you know how the assignment worked out, things to correct in the future, things to change. Great. You can email me, standard email. Everybody's just emailing. I know, I got an email. It's a little bit hard. There is now messages within the Blackboard. Use messages. That's just as quick as emailing, and you don't have to go back out, open a new link, blah, blah, blah. So use messages is just as simple. I think more and more students are using the messages, which is great. It sends me an email and I get a message alert. So it's actually doubly good. I get like 2 alerts. Virtual office hours. I'm around all the time, Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. Let me know when you want to hang out. Let me know when you want to talk. Let me know when you want to meet up. I will let you know my next immediate time because I want to be able to work with you. If I just have like 2 hours on a Monday and 2 hours on a Wednesday, and you work during those hours, you're like, I can never reach them. That doesn't work for you. I'm around all the time. Contact me. Hey, can we set up? Sometimes I bug you guys. I think we should meet. Something's not working right. Just let me help you. Let me fix these things. Don't be shy. I'm working with you. I want you to succeed. It's all about succeeding, just having fun, working on graphic design. So yeah, email me, message me, however, be like, I'd like to meet. I'm free this time or this time. And I'll write back like, oh, I got a class or got a meeting. How about this time? And we'll nail it down. We'll get it. GChat. It's like comes in your Gmail. Again, you got to go to a different tab, GChat me. That works. People like it. I got a couple of students who use that. You can call or text me. That goes to my phone directly. Let me know who you are. Don't leave a message. Like, I have a question about assignment 2 and then hang up because my phone doesn't know who you are. Or when you text that, it doesn't tell me who you are and what class you're in. So just be like, hey, history class or brand class, assignment 4, whatever. I got a question. I'll get back to you. And that way I can open it. I know who you are. I can open it and be like, okay, what's your question? I'm looking at it. So contact me. Always be in touch. I'm always around. I want to help you as much as I can. Don't be shy. Yeah. All right. Boring. Syllabus. Syllabus is a standard syllabus delivered by MATC. It has everything that MATC asked me to put into it. It is like the school contract. Mine is up to date with their information. Yeah. Take a look at it. If you got something comes up, look here first, then talk to me. I mean, that's kind of serious, weird stuff. Yeah, I don't change or modify things without letting you guys know well in advance that something's going to change. Like if I'm going to change an assignment, I let you know way in advance about changes, and it's usually because it's positive. So projects and grading. This is just grading, the grading schema. That's what I mean by that. You'll be working on 4 big projects. Then there's going to be what I call like 12 medium projects, 15 small projects. Then there's a book chapter summaries, and then these GRES quizzes are your attendance. So it got loud in the hall. There's a textbook that you need to get. I believe I've sent out an announcement early on about the textbook that you need to have. And if you're working from home, you need to have the entire Adobe Creative Suite. And this is the breakout of every week that we work together. Don't worry, you're like 5 things a week. 2 of these will take an hour. 2 hours for 3 of them, probably. And then a little bit longer on the longer projects. It's purposely developed this way because I think you'll learn more by doing a lot of small projects rather than concentrating on one giant project where you get bored with it and then you don't work on it until the last minute. But if you have like small little like, oh, I can jump on, I'm going to do a small project, knock it out, get it done, feel proud, and then move on. And then each time you do one of those, you're learning a little bit more. You're like, okay, this week I'm going to change it and do this instead, or I'm going to do that instead. So I make them, a lot of they're tiny, like little small, like design nuggets, and then 2 are longer. So everybody does it. You get through it, you'll do fine. The general grading rubric, as I've talked in the past, and for people who maybe don't know me, I write out my assignments very clearly. I believe they're very clear. If you ever have a question too, just question me. I don't get this part of the assignment, I'll rewrite it. I want to make it as clear as possible. So I always write these out. And then, so like, how do I grade then? Well, if I say craft 3 sketches, you're utilizing only 2 sans serif letters, that's how I'm gonna grade. Has the student generated 3 sketches? Did they use sans serif font? Did they use only 2 letters? Like, so I can tell, did you follow the instructions just like a creative brief? Did you miss stuff? If you missed stuff, I got to hit you up and be like, sorry, you missed it. You didn't hit the creative brief. And that's how you get assignments from clients, is they're going to tell you stuff. They're going to email you stuff. They're going to remember. And if you missed it, you're in trouble. Like you're down, like, so that's why. Discussions are the critique areas. And I want you to look at other people's work. It's good to look at what other people are doing. Compare yourself to them. Oh, I can see like, oh, I like what they did. I wonder how they did that. Then you message them. Hey, I saw you did this cool effect. How did you get that effect? Learn from each other, learn from doing, learn from sharing. So when there's a discussion, it's worth 1 grade. So say you did a kick butt job on the project, but you didn't do any discussions, you're only going to get a B. Because you're like, well, I'm too good to make comments about, look at other people's work. If you don't, pardon, I'm in the middle of a lecture. Thank you. And then sorry, I got interrupted. If you have late assignments, it's a grade reduction. So assignments are due at midnight on the due day. Other than that, then you get downgraded a full grade. Wow, that really threw me off. It's like right in the middle, and they came in the door and started talking. And then I don't accept assignments 7 days after the due date. That's it. Why? Graphic design is a time-based career. You have something due to a client on a certain day because it's going to print. The printer needs to print it to get it out the door so they can have their event. They can publish their stuff on a certain day because other things revolve around that. And if you're late, that puts everybody late. It can put jobs at stake. A ton of stuff can go wrong. So that's why you have to be on time. So it's part of the industry. It's a learning thing. So I don't accept assignments 7 days after the due date. There are some mild exceptions, but you got to talk to me. You got to let me know before those 7 days. You have to let me know the week of something happened. Oh, this week, this thing happened. Okay, let me know that week. And then let me know before you contact me, let me know what you're going to do about it. Like, oh, I got the flu on Monday, and everything's due Tuesday. Let me know on Monday, I got the flu, and I will turn things in by Wednesday. Like, just like a job. You're like, I don't have it now, but I'll get it to you by this day. And then we'll adhere to that. And then you're open to that. So to a point, if it's habitual, I'll stop accepting stuff. If it's like every week, it's always late. So there's that. Didn't know how to reach me. MAT studio sessions. All right. Well, this goes in that time thing. 16-week per college setup. Every college, 3-credit course. Expect to have 1 to 3 hours per week in the classroom, 6 to 8 hours per week of homework. It's approximately 8 to 9 hours per 3-credit course. Spread the work out. Don't try to do it all in one day. I mean, I guess if you're taking 4 courses and somehow you have 4 open days then to do all the work for those, like it doesn't work out. But what this equals out to is what this is training in college. You're training to learn something is it's an 8-hour day. So if you took 5 courses, that's a 40-hour week. It would be like a work week. And that's like a sort of a standard college setup is they expect you to then, if you take 5 courses, expect to spend 40 hours a week on work. It is your full-time job of a course. If this is too much, then you have to talk to yourself and figure out what needs to go. If you don't have this time, if you're taking like 5 courses and you're working a full-time job and you can't balance anything, you need to drop courses then to equate to what you can fit in your life. So figure that out for yourself. Preload your week. I need these certain times to work and do homework and all that kind of stuff. So a hit on this, on the rubric, is the grading section is you'll start seeing this now with projects, and there'll be a check mark on the things you do wrong. So I can just check it, and I'm going to send you a screenshot, and you'll know like it's 2 points off per check mark. So like boom, boom, did you use the bleed correctly? Is there squeeze text? And these are the 20 major problems I see all the time that you can just learn not to do anymore. And once you learn never to do these, you'll never see this document, and that's good. If you never see this document, you're on par, and you have a lot of stuff. Then you just work on the design. But these are all standard errors. Okay, the standard errors, for people who don't know, is not setting up and using bleed correctly, not setting up and using your margin correctly, not setting up the crop marks correctly. These all can cost you money as a designer. These are 3 top money ones. And if you go to a company and you don't know how to do this, they're gonna be like, wait, you didn't learn how to set up the margin or crop marks? Because a printer will tell you. They'll give you instructions, and if you can't do it, you can't do it. Spelling errors. No spelling errors. There's a way to check for spelling in every program. We'll go over that. No stretched or squeezed images. Don't distort images. We just don't do it anymore. There's so many ways. Well, it won't fit the area. Then you crop it. Oh, it won't fit the area. Then you go in the Photoshop and you add some. Like, it's so easy to not distort or ruin images anymore. And then plus, this is something you're paying for, you're getting usually. So don't ruin it. No stretch or squeeze text. A lot of times this is mostly in body copy that I get pissed about. Like, you'll take a whole section of body copy and try to make it smaller, and then you squeeze it, and it's like, why would you even do that? Like, hold down shift, and there's other ways to do it, smarter ways, quicker ways. I'll teach you one. It's called Free Transform Tool. It will change your life. No centered body copy, no centered bold, no bold body copy, no all caps body copy. Body copy is like a paragraph of text. It shouldn't be centered anymore. I'm going to teach this later on too. So I'm not going to dig in deep, because you'll learn these throughout the weeks. Widows, no widows. It's a single word at the bottom of a paragraph that's just floating there. Those need to be taken care of. Type to text in a text box. Like, people like to make these weird text boxes and then they jam the text into it. Like, you get busted on that one. Text too tight to an image. Students love to just push text next to an image. Like, you need white space, which comes down to, like, if you don't have no white space between design elements, that's that. Hyphens, no more hyphens. There's ways to just remove hyphens from everything. Hard to read text because of low contrast. You put black text on a dark red background and be like, you can't really read that. You gotta switch it. Hard to read text because of a busy background. That's one. No white, if you don't have white space between design elements, this is space between design elements. This line and then space. Drop shadows on body copy, none of that. No outline body copy. And then saving PDFs correctly, a client one and a press one. So those are the major 20 that I see, 2 points each. Just hopefully you don't get into it. You can always check. You run through this each time. Do I have any of these? I don't think so. Or you send it to me in the midweek review, and then I'll tell you. But you won't get downgraded in the midweek review if you then correct it. So week 1, questions, comments, and concerns. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, jump in there. Session 1. You can kind of jump in. I'm going to break this up between today and Thursday. We have 2 sessions, easy peasy. I'll probably do, I want to have more time with this. I might leave the ticket giveaway, the big assignment, to Thursday. It'll give me more time to concentrate on it with you. And then we can do the smaller projects, which are a little bit easier. And you can start on those. And so I'll do session 1 PDF lectures and ticket giveaway on Thursday, and I'll do everything else today. And then that way you can kind of get some stuff started, start feeling your way through stuff. And then on the big project, we can just concentrate on that with these little lectures. And these little lectures are just that. So I'm going to go through and maybe jump around a bit. Okay, attendance. Always do. If you do not do this, you will be marked absent for the week of the class. If you miss too many, you're going to get dropped from the course. If you miss the first ones, you get dropped from course. How do I take attendance? On the 23rd in the morning when I wake up, I open up every course and I open up the college attendance and I mark it. And if you did this, you attended. If you didn't do it, you didn't attend. So this one is like, once you're done, it's late, it's late. I think I have to put a thing on that. You can't do it after the 22nd. So that's how I take attendance. Attendance is mandatory from the college due to financial aid and your college standing. It's your choice if you don't want to take the course anymore, but I drop it. If you fail it, it goes on your permanent record. If you drop it, nobody cares. It's just that simple. You just drop it and it erases. So I'm just letting all students know that if something happens and you're like, I can't finish the courses, then you drop them. Don't flake on them. Don't have like U's go across and you try to transfer or do some other thing. So how do we do this? You just click on it, start attempt. There's 5 questions. Use whatever means possible to answer the questions. What does that mean? You can use the internet. I even say use the internet. What is a palette in design? The palette is your color selection. Done. Continue. Get an A. You could go back. Can I go back? I don't know if look it up. What is a palette in design? You spell it right. Palette, a curated set of colors. Like the internet will tell you. Get those right. It's an easy, quick A. It shouldn't even take you 15 minutes. It should take you 5. Do it, get it done, turn it in. You've attended the classes. And then I mark you as attended. I'll go over these on Thursday. Mid-session project review. This is where you are working on something. You send it to me before you turn in the final in order to have me check it and look at it and be like, oh, what if you move this? What if you change this? Oh, you're missing. You don't have bleed. You don't have this. You're going to get marked down points. You have centered body copy. Don't use centered body copy. So like all those things that you might get wrong, I will correct before it's due with you. And then you can turn it in and know it's correct. It's a great way to work with me on things. It's how you would work with your art director at a job. You're bouncing it off. How is this looking? Okay, looking good. I don't see anything wrong. Keep going. Maybe add this, maybe move this, do this. It's working with you, not against you. So use this. And I check it Monday through Friday and usually Saturday and Sunday mornings. That's usually, don't count on it. But I really do like to try at least one morning on the weekend. usually have time, but if things are going on, I got to drive the kid here or there, whatever, it just gets long. And then I don't like to check at night if I'm like getting tired or, whatever. But yeah, Monday through Friday, I check a lot, at least once a day. I'll get you back, get you figured out. The other one is don't do it. So all your projects are due on Tuesday at midnight. But if you send these, if you use mid-session review at 10 p.m. on Tuesday and it's due at that midnight, you're not going to get a response from me. You'll get a response in the morning saying, I was sleeping when you posted, so here are the changes. I hope you turned it in. So, think about that. You would never contact your boss at weird hours and then be like, can you tell me all this stuff before, work in the morning? You'd be like, what? I don't know. No. So use that mid-session review. Let's jump to the book. Oh, I should open this one up. All right. Brand Basics. There is a book that is due. It was mentioned in the announcements, and I'll even show you. It was mentioned in the announcement. It's Designing Brand Identity, 6th edition. There's a new edition. You can maybe get away with 5th edition. Be smart. Be smart, people. The internet's a crazy place that sometimes has stuff and that you can download. Wink, wink, hint, hint, wink, wink. Oh, if I click on this. Oh, wait, what is this? Download file? What? What? Oh, I didn't know. Okay. What if I hit download file? What happens? Who knows? Look around. All right, but I do need to open that in Amazon so you can see the first page. Because everybody gets confused. Over there, you can see the index. The book has sections. All right, so the first section is brand basics. See, I can't not do it with those lines moving, but there's a section from page 2 to 24 is brand basics. Then next week, you'll do brand ideas, which is 26 to 44. It is broken up into 4 sections: basics, process, something and something, best practices. This is brand basic. Which pages do I read? It's the section called brand basics. And it's not always super clear, but I want to reassure you that when you read the book, even though you think there's 40 pages, 90% of the pages look like this. There's excerpts and giant graphs and pictures. So it's not a hard read in any sense of the word, but that's what the first section is. So you're going to read it, you're going to peruse it, and then you're going to tell me something about it. When you're tell me something about it, what does that mean? It's just, I want to know what you got out of it. Did it download? Let's see what it did. I don't know what it's going to do. Let's wait it out. I am not a robot. Let's see what happens. It may work, it may not work. I know I've been able to say, I'm just saying, be smart. Don't run, look around the world. Look around the world of the internet and see if somebody's done something that you can be part of. Wink, wink. All right. So, brand basics. It's just that first little section in the book. Read the assigned section. Write something about that you found interesting, jumped out if you can. 100 words. It's 4 sentences, 100 words. Easy peasy. What jumped out at you? Okay. the use of AI in the classroom. I can tell when an AI has written something, and if I question it, I'm gonna go and double check and run it through this AI filter, and it'll tell me, and then I'll send a screenshot, and I'll give you a U, and be like, can you write it, because I know you don't use certain words like there and thus how and weird stuff. Like, I just want to know, like, hey, oh, you know what I found interesting? I like this one quote by a designer. Now, if I open that mysterious PDF, oh, look at that. So, brand basics, 2 through 24. Like I said, once you get into it, these are the pages. Fairly easy. I don't know why it's jumping from. There's page 3. You know, branding, discipline, blah. Oh, okay, look at the, oh, hey, quotes from. It's super. It's an easy, wonderful, fun read. So don't worry about it. You will get through it. And then when you write it, you are now a professional. And so you should set up every document, everything you design in life from here on out should look like a designer designed it. If you've had me before, you know I always say, like, I make like chore charts for my son and I design them. I just don't type them out in Word, but I make them look cool and exciting, like lame stuff. I'm always like, well, I'm going to make this look better. I'm going to make this read better, because why not have fun with it? And for like when you're like writing out papers, do it properly. Make it easy to read. It's like, this is your last name in the one. The one stands for how many pages it is. And then it's your name here, instructor Joe, the name of the class. What's the date? Here's the title. So it's left align. The title is center align. Then the paragraphs. Then everybody forgets. Oh, I forgot to change it to left align with an index in a paper. And then they send me this poem because it's still center aligned. Like, here's the notes. Font, Times New Roman, font size 12 point, everything double space, center the title, indent the paragraph. Like, real simple. You should be able to do this. You should do this, because somebody may say, can you make a letter look good for me? Can you typeset this letter? And boom, you just typeset it. They don't want everything jammed up, tiny fonts. All this takes a minute or two. And if you're not willing to spend the minute or two to format it right, just don't do it. Like, it's all about formatting. That's design. Oddly, yeah, design is all about formatting. All right. Let's do this 1 hour project. This is a type project. This is a fun type project. I want you, the big thing is, I oddly only want you to take like an hour on this. This is not supposed to drag on. This isn't supposed to be like, I spent like 3 hours on that project. No, I want you to actually do this as quick as possible. It's a fire it out. Okay, you got this thing? Look, copy, paste, design, done. So it's really quite that. So there's a piece here. You're going to open this up, and it's 7 quick pages, and you're going to peruse through this. And you're going to find something in here that resonates with you, and you're going to copy and paste it out. Here. You can influence what people see or think they see by the use of shapes and colors. There's a cool quote. I'm just going to copy that. Or you go further. Peripheral vision is used more than central. Or maybe that's your quote. You're just going to find something in these 7 quick pages about weird things and how they see design and how they work with design. And you're just going to copy and paste it. Then you are going to create a document. You're going to explore the enlightening excerpts provided and identify 1 or 2 sentences that resonate with you most profoundly or captivates you. Then you're going to design a very specific document. Let's do it. I'm going to do it with you. Do it for you. I'm going to open up Illustrator. I'm going to hit new file. I'm going to go 7.5, and they all change, just so you know. Sometimes you use Illustrator, sometimes you might use InDesign. 7.5 by 5, and 0.25 inches of bleed. I'm gonna hit create. I'm gonna create my margin layer, call it margin. Create that. I'm gonna create a box that is 7 by 4.5. So I'm gonna create a box, and I can just do this. I'm gonna double click 7, tab 4.5. And this is all written out for you in the instructions. And then I'm gonna make sure the fill is nothing. I'm gonna make sure the stroke is magenta. Make sure it's 1 point, right? You're just going down. 7, 4.5. Fill is nothing. Stroke is magenta, not a different color. Why magenta? It is the industry standard. Unless a company printer specifically tells you to do differently, your margin is always magenta, just 100% magenta. Then we're going to center it. How am I going to center it? Oh, I'm just going to click this, and I'm going to click that. Now it's perfectly centered. Now I'm going to turn on the ruler. My ruler's off. Just turn on the ruler. Know your quick keys. See how quick that was? It turned on. I didn't have to go up to view, rulers, high, like this is it. Use your quick keys. I'll teach more about that in the future as well. And I'm going to pull a guide from both rulers, so I know where the exact center of my piece is. I'm going to go to this hamburger menu, 3 lines up at the top. See layers, this hamburger menu, and almost at the bottom, template. I'm going to click on template. That changes the eyeball to a square. See, that's a margin. That's what that's for. And it locks it. You don't have to do anything with this anymore. What I always see going wrong is people keep a white fill in here, and then they try to hide it, and they don't know what to do. If you don't have a white fill, you don't need to worry about it. So no fill and a 1 point margin. So there, no fill and a 1 point magenta stroke. Easy peasy. And you should know those terms. I hope. Boy, this is semester 3, isn't it? All right, then I make another one, and I'm going to call it crop marks. This one's easy. It's the size of the artboard. So if I just drag it, it snaps. And I'm going to double check 7.5 by 5. This one gets no stroke. And then this right under here under appearance. And this is under properties. It's the best panel to use in design. I keep this open and layers open now. I have switched my working habits since they created the properties panel. I used to have 50 panels open. Now you don't have to. It's all like right here. And it's changes. It's amazing. And then I'm going to go to FX and crop marks. Boom, my crop marks are put in. Lock that and be done with it. Now I'm going to create one layer. Typography. I don't know why that turned on. There we go. And that's where my type goes. And then I'm going to adjust it. I want to make sure my type is underneath the crop marks in the margin. The margin and the crop marks just need to be at the top. They can be in any order. And then you do your type. Now, what to do? Copy the chosen text to your computer's clipboard, then paste it into the specified document. Copy and paste. All right? Typeset the quote from the book, employing your learned typographic finesse. Elevate the presentation of the quoted. So typeset it. Only typography, no images. 2 typefaces maximum, 3 colors maximum. So you have to stay within some bounds. These bounds will help you create better designs. So let's see if mine's open. I'm going to go to my type tool, my standard type tool. And I'm going to be on typography. And I'm going to click once and I'm going to paste. Then I'm going to click again and make an area type box and paste. I think I'm going to stick with point and not area. Area type is for paragraphs of stuff. And I have no idea why it's doing that thing with the colors. That's funny, that last word. It's just, oh, it's because of the way the book was typeset. So I'm just going to go to back and take that out. I am the typographer. You can influence what people see. So like, what am I going to do? I'm going to break this apart. So I just did Shift and Option to break those apart. And so like, I'm going to break it up into parts. So you can influence what people see. That's the start. Or think they see. Let's just, by the use of shapes and colors. Delete. And then now, okay, so I have my parts, and I haven't done this, so I'm going off the cuff. First thing, I'm a designer. The first thing I do is I never use the Myriad Pro, which is the default font. Absolutely never use it. It's default. If you use a default font as a designer, you shouldn't be a designer because you have thousands of choices and you didn't even look. You're just like, oh, I'll just use Myriad Pro. It comes standard. Anybody can do that. Then why even be hired? Like, you know, what is this acid green poster? Oh, it's horrible. I'm just gonna go through. I don't want to use my standard, but I may use my standard to start with. Yeah, that's horrible. I'm gonna go with Arial Black. And then, you know, you start to play around. And then look, I got a double C. If I do start like doing something like this, and I'm gonna hold down Shift, you know, I'm gonna like maybe make this bigger. So we can go to the margin. And then I can maybe double up this. Like I can start breaking it down even more. And I don't want to center things. So I'm going to break this into two. And by breaking it in two, I'm going to delete this line out of this one. And then I want this line here. Because this is going to be able to make me make it bigger. But I'm really interested in this C thing. And then let's do C, or think they see, but the use of. And then so this, I want to break into two. And by the use of shapes and colors. Right, so I have an idea. You can use colors, and I'm gonna try, and I'm not gonna center stuff, or if it's gonna be centered, it's gonna be like off-centered. You know, I'm gonna start playing around and just like looking at how these play together. Maybe this and this, maybe this does need to be separated out. And it's like falling, and now I can make this bigger on the page. And then wait, you know, like, and then I should show you like, oh, I can only use one color and two font, you know, but everybody like, I thought about this the other day, like, then if I run like something like this through the center, and I'm going past my bleed, right? So see that? I'm going past my bleed. I'm actually gonna cut that out. I'm gonna add a new layer for myself. Called background. I'm gonna go to edit, paste and place. I'll just paste it right where it was. Then I can go back in to my typography layer, select those, and I'm gonna make them like yellow. You know, and then I can like work with that. Now this is changing what the design looks like. And I'm still within my parameters. I didn't add any images. It's all about type. I can still work on making this. Like I still want it offset. Like we can make this bigger. Oh, and then I will do this. So it's Arial Black. Oh, I don't have it. Okay. Because then you can change two typefaces. Two typefaces are two typeface brand. But what I'm going to do is I was hoping I have, let's hope I have an Arial Black italic. I like that, or what they think they see. I have bold, italic. Oh no, that's fine. But I'm just gonna, now I'm gonna make that bigger though. And I'm holding down shift. Every time I make things bigger, I hold down shift. See that shift pop up? And then what if I, because I can do, here's 3 colors maximum. What they see or what they think they see would be like cyan. You know, and then it's a little, it's, even though some things are, even though the box is perfectly centered on the artboard, these 2 lines here create less space than up here. So it seems bottom weighty. So I'm actually just gonna hold shift and move. Oh, I'm gonna grab everything. I'm gonna undo that. I'm gonna grab everything and I'm gonna move it up just above the center line. So I get it a little bit more centered, perfect. And we'll say I can go with that. You know, you can spend more time on it. I'm trying to go quick as to keep the class moving, and I want to show you something else. So then we're going to save this. So you're going to save your native file, and then you're going to save the PDF 2 ways. And I'll get into more information about this in the future, but I have some visuals to make sure you know what to do, but I'm going to show you what to do right now. So I'm going to go to File, Save, and I'm going to save it to my cloud because I can. And I'm going to save it to my files in my 142 folder. Because that's his class. Save. Oh, I forgot to change the name. Okay, I meant to change the name and I forget you have to type it in first. Whatever. Okay, I have to change the name of it. So now I have my Illustrator file and I'm going to export it for client. Now the client doesn't want to see the margin. They don't want to see the crop marks. They don't want to see anything else. The client just wants to see it perfect. So I go to File and I'm going to go Export, Export As. And I want to do a PDF because it makes the text legible. I'm just going to save it to 142 and I'm going to name it correctly. JSCAJA _ and this is every 01 client. All right, just got everyone 01 client. That makes sure I know it's for my client. I'm going to hit export and then I'm going to go and I'm going to modify it. And I want smallest file size. I want to make sure that view PDF after saving is turned on. And I'm going to go to marks and bleeds and make sure nothing is turned on here. That way, when I export my PDF, I can see exactly how it's going to look. This is what the client's going to see. And you check it. Does everything look right? Is everything centered? Do I see anything I shouldn't see? Perfect. If you see a problem at this point, you go back into the Illustrator file and you change it. Now I'll do the press one. File, Export, Export As. And I want to do PDF. And I can do, click on that because it brings up that name, but I'm going to change the client to press. I'm going to hit export. And now this one, I'm going to go to press quality. And in marks and bleeds, I'm going to turn on trim marks and I'm going to use document bleed settings. And again, I'm going to view PDF after I have to save it. So I'm going to export it. It's going to pop it open. Looks great. I got my crop marks. Anything that went off the artboard is bleeding off. Like if we were cut it, it makes a straight line there. This looks good. It's ready for print. Cool. Then I upload all 3 documents to Blackboard, which is all you have to do where it says type a post. As soon as you do this, you can add attachment and you can add all 3 to one post. Don't post 3 times. It's all 3 documents in one post. You can add more than one document to a post. So any questions about that so far? All right. Cancel. Oh. All right. Graphic design discovery. Do I have a sample of this one? No. All right. This one will take you longer. This one, I want you to explore the world of graphic design. Find something in graphic design that interests you. People, designers, styles, part of design history, like Swiss design, something. And you're going to create a small piece that shows that. Very easy to do. So I want you to find that thing. So choose a specific visual, style, movement, or person or genre in graphic design that fascinates you. It can be of recent discovery. Only graphic design topics will be accepted. I've gotten some people start throwing me some fine art stuff all of a sudden. I'm like, what? Research and gather a minimum of 5 different visual examples related to your chosen subject. Identify one influential figure of your chosen subject as well. A lot of design things have somebody associated with them. And it can even be a style, or you can just choose a person and knock it out. And then write or gather a 100-word minimum essay about your chosen subject as well. You will then design a piece based on your graphic design discovery. You'll create it in Adobe Illustrator, and these are the setups. Give me 1 second. I am going to find an old one to show you. So we don't, oh no, I can do it. But I'll show you an example. Just give me 1 second. All right. Huh? Weird. Where am I? My comments aren't showing up. Now I feel like this is wrong, but let's see. Let's go. Downloads. Oh, this is the wrong file size. No, 13 by 7. Yeah, I don't want to show that one. Oh no, it's Kitsch. All right. So they created the document. This is fine. They have their paragraph. They have their title. They have 5 images. American Kitsch. And they have their information about it. They created the document. It's got crop marks. It's got a margin. It's got bleed. Everything is done correctly on this. It's just a simple piece. And then they did a PDF. This is the press one. So it's got the crop marks showing. And then they did their client one, which is the client only sees what they need to see. This is pushing it, American Kitsch. I wish there was more graphic design than just Norman Rockwell. I did comment to that to the student as well. So yeah, I want it really graphic designy. That's what we're in. We're in graphic designy. So what should you do? Let's set this one up. I mean, it's fairly easy, but again, I'm repeating this process over and over and over because people get it wrong. But once you get it right, you'll get it right all the time. So I'll go to home, I'll go to new file. And for this one, it's 13.5 wide by 17 tall. My bleed is 1/4 inch still. And we'll let that go. We hit create. Now I will do the same stuff. I'm going to create a margin later. I'm going to call it margin. I'm going to draw a box. That is 12.5 by 16. So I can just start here. Then I'm going to go over here. 12.5 tab 16. no fill, stroke, magenta, make sure it's 1 point. I'm going to align it to the center. Go over to margin. Oh, turn on the rulers. Pull a guide. Pull a guide. Hamburger. Template. Add a layer. Crop marks. Going to draw a square. It's going to be the size. 13.5 by 17. Perfect. No fill, no stroke. FX. Crop marks. Done. I got crop marks showing. Lock that. Add a new layer. I pull them first. Then I do typography. One for images. And one for background. So you can easy peasy set these up and then kind of like go back and then start working on stuff. Find your images, find your files, and then you're going to do the exact same thing with saving. So you're going to save the native file, then you're going to make a client PDF and a print ready PDF. Next week, I'll get into how to save these settings, and you can name it. And then that way, all you have to do is click and find it, and it'll automatically go to it. It'll automatically save it exactly how I ask for. But we'll wait. I'll do that next week for you. I just didn't want to introduce something else new all of a sudden. So yeah, anything graphic design, go out there, discover it, make a little design piece. 100 words, 5 images, background, and a title. And yeah, like 2 hours is plenty of time to find all that and do all that. These are kind of escalated, like even starting new, if the document setup took you 30 minutes, research 30 minutes, and then 1 hour of playing around, should be plenty of time for that. You can get some really cool stuff, and these turn out to be really great. So, so there we are. We reviewed your brand basics. Find the book, read the book, take care of that. Just do it, get it done, and then follow. Every designer needs to know. Again, it's just a typography. These are type experiments. Play around with type, learning type, moving type, changing words, filling it. Like it's an experiment in typography. This is a little bit of that branding. So, like if you say you do something on Swiss Design, like, and you go to images, like your design should look like Swiss Design. Like you should look at stuff and design it to look like Swiss Design. Yeah, they should all be done by you. We'll get into more of that comment tomorrow, Thursday, when we talk about the ticket giveaway and we work on this project. So Thursday will be these little lectures. You can look at these lectures in advance too. These are quicker. It's about your organization and working smarter. And then we'll do a deep dive into this one. So any questions, comments, or concerns as it stands? All right, awesome. I'm really looking forward to the start of the semester. I hope everybody else is. Get started, get rolling, jump in now. Like that's why I do the 2 sessions. Like you can knock stuff off before the next session and keep going. Let me know if you have questions or comments or anything along the way. And I will talk to you guys on Thursday. All right, take care. Bye-bye.